Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. It gives me great pleasure to warmly welcome you to Malta, of course, those who took the trouble to travel here, and of course to this conference being held to mark 15 years since the establishment of DiPLO Foundation. At the outset, I would like to extend our thanks and gratitude to the government of Switzerland for its contribution to this joint undertaking between our two founding countries in the establishment of this unique organization. My appreciation also goes to the Board of Administrators and its director, Dr. Jovan Kurbalia, as well as the staff and faculty members for their enthusiastic and unstinting contribution and commitment in this regard. During these many years, we have witnessed the remarkable worldwide outreach of DiPLO. Indeed, the Foundation's development, programs, online courses, and other training opportunities have, until last year, succeeded to attract close to 6,000 alumni from 201 countries and territories around the globe. This is no mean feat. It shows Malta and Switzerland's determination and commitment through the Board of Administrators to explore and build a niche in making the best use of new world of the digital capabilities in artificial intelligence through innovation and creativity. This conference, and you, distinguished participants, will in the next 2 days address the practice of diplomacy in today's fast-changing world of artificial intelligence, blockchain, and big data. You will have the opportunity to discuss how DiPLO Foundation can play a greater part in and contribute towards the continuing development of its digital strategy of diplomacy. The challenges facing our countries in harmonizing the benefits of digital diplomacy cannot be minimized. These challenges are complex and enduring. In this regard, I take note of the fact that among the issues to feature in the exchanges and discussions to take place in this conference is how to ensure a wider participation in developing an effective way for countries to follow, engage, and contribute in global digital diplomacy. As the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs and Trade Promotion, I must recognize the digital diplomacy continues to play an important and critical role in the day-to-day running of my ministry. Indeed, digital diplomacy is an effective channel of communication and an asset in a small island administration as Malta. The Internet has enabled us to keep in close touch with our missions and representatives abroad, and allows us to do so with immediacy. Digital diplomacy has also facilitated our participation in online contacts and video conferencing with our partners in every corner of our world, near and far away. The role and contribution of diplomats in an ever-changing world is primordial. Here I must highlight the fact that DiPLO's vocation is to assist all countries, particularly small states and those with limited human resources, in representing and promoting their interests. Therefore, the two major questions which are being put forward before you for your deliberations, namely, how is digitalization affecting core diplomatic functions, and how can countries ensure their effective participation in global digital policy, are both pertinent and contemporary. Ladies and gentlemen, another milestone which we are celebrating today is 25 years of research and training on internet and diplomacy. Throughout these many years, these sectors have gained momentum and traction and have contributed to a more interdependent world, open to worldwide participation in facilitating and formulating policies on critical and strategic areas of global and common concerns. Human resource development has seen a huge step forward, enabling especially ministries responsible for foreign affairs to interact more often between and among themselves to promote and safeguard peace, cooperation, and prosperity. It is very encouraging to recognize that DiPLO Foundation has been a vehicle, a medium, for bringing together, through the utilization of new and emerging technologies, small states and big states, poor and rich states, less developed and developed countries, in the search for equitable and forward-looking strategies in their aspirations for a better future. DiPLO's history in this regard is impressive, with the first book on new tools for diplomats, computer applications in diplomacy, and the first workshop on computer applications in diplomacy in 1994, the first online course for Commonwealth workshop on the use of information technology in international relations in 1995, the first postgraduate diploma course on IT and diplomacy in 1999, and many other firsts. Each of these steps were milestones in developing our reflections on diplomacy and the internet. One cannot overlook the realistic approach adopted by the Foundation. We can easily slide into believing that most of our problems could be solved by new technology. The reality is often different. Technology empowers us, but it has its limits. In addition, technology may give rise to new challenges, particularly in the security domain. DiPLO was always among the first to signal new developments, as it is doing now, with debates on artificial intelligence, blockchain, and other fast emerging technologies. But it was also careful when new technologies became part of a transitory flurry. In addition, DiPLO has managed to take general discussions to new levels by looking at the practical application of new technology. It not only discussed online learning, but also started using it in 1996. Not only did it talk about the impact of the internet on diplomacy, but it helped diplomats understand and prepare for the changing environment. This conference is being held at an opportune moment in time, when global politics are being dominated by the digital divide and the ongoing discussions on related issues. The achievements of the DiPLO Foundation in these 15 years, as well as its research and training programs in the last 25 years, have gained worldwide respect and recognition. It is incumbent on all of us to ensure that the DiPLO Foundation continues its remarkable role and course in the fulfillment of its objectives and, indeed, of its vocation. I am sure that the theme given to this anniversary conference, The Future of Diplomacy Between Continuity and Change, will provide you with an opportunity to make valid and solid suggestions to this inspirational vision and endeavors which DiPLO Foundation has made along the years in capacity building in the field of diplomacy. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Malta is extremely honored by and proud of the successful partnership with Switzerland in this joint undertaking. Indeed, seeing that the results achieved so far have given hope to a considerable number of DiPLO Foundation alumni in their aspirations for a better future, the Government of Malta intends to continue to strengthen and support this remarkable venture. I wish you the best of success in your deliberations and an enjoyable stay in Malta, and forgive us for the rain, by the way. I look forward to meeting you again tomorrow evening at the official anniversary reception to be held at the Ministry for Foreign Affairs and Trade Promotion. To DiPLO Foundation, a happy anniversary. Thank you.
Ir-relevanza tal-anniversarju huwa biex inkomplu nħarsu l-qoddim għal-ġejjieni u l-relevanza tal-DiPLO Foundation mhux biss li nħarsu lura lejn aktar minn 6,000 student li tħarġu minn 200 pajjiż differenti fejn tħarġu anki fid-diplomazija inkluż fuq online u allura dak huwa l-benefiċċju li din il-fondazzjoni qed tgħaddi u dil-fondazzjoni hija frott il-Gvern Malti u l-Gvern Svizzeru fejn ħadmu flimkien u għadhom jaħdmu flimkien fuq din il-fondazzjoni. Allora iċ-ċelebrazzjoni tal-lum mhux biss li nħarsu lura lejn is-suċċessi li DiPLO Foundation kisbet, però hija li nħarsu l qudiem lejn l-isfidi li din il-fondazzjoni għandha qudiemha biex nkomplu nħarġu diplomatiċi fl-oqsma kollha, inkluż fl-oqsma tal-moderni tal-lum u li kif id-diplomazija qed issir anke fid-dinja preżenti.